Hello. Hi. Everybody okay? I'm okay. I'm fine. I am cool. I'm good. I am calm. I am serene. I am as a waterfall flowing through a placid forest. I am not excited. I'm not excited. I'm not excited. Shut the fuck up. I'm not excited. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 are happening. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. You're fine too, right? We're all fine. We're all fine together. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Everything's cool. Hi, how you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while since Deltarune Chapter 2. I have meant to replay Chapter 1 and 2 just in preparation for this, and then I kind of didn't get around to it, and then all of a sudden it was June 4th. So that was a day. I should turn on streaming mode for this thing so that you don't get those pings in the recording. Where do I do that on Steam? On streaming, on Discord rather. There. Streamer mode, turn on please. Thank you. So, welcome along to Deltarune Chapter 3. Episode 1? I don't know, maybe I'll record all this in one marathon session and it'll be like an 8-hour VOD just hanging out on YouTube. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I do have chat with me over on Discord, which is where I'm streaming this right now. Say hi, chat. YouTube can't see you. No one will ever know how you scream into the void. But you can say hi, and I can see it. You look. Oh, there you go. You're scrolling past. You're small and adorable. That's nice. They'll be there, and I'll chat to them every once in a while. But for the most part, I'll be talking to you, dear viewer, my close personal friend, you personally, the viewer who's watching this right now. The friend that I have. Yeah, you and I. Personal, close relationship with one another, which means that you want to give me money. That's how things work on here. I'm just stalling for time right now, because eventually I'm gonna have to start this, and then stuff is gonna start happening, and I need a second to get emotionally ready for that. So, Deltarune. Deltarune itself is a really interesting game to me, because, like, if you were around when Toby Fox dropped the first chapter out of fucking nowhere, where it's like, oh, it's a survey program for a thing, and I clicked on it, and it's like, I have a sense that this might be more than a survey program. I just recorded it because of, like, let's just record just in case there's something there. And then it turned out to be fucking Deltarune Chapter 1, right? And Undertale is turbo iconic for the thing that it is, right? Like what a fucking juggernaut it has become of a video game. And Deltarune, in many ways, seems like a further meditation on Undertale itself, not the least because it's using a lot of the same characters again, right? Not the least because it's essentially recycling the double protagonists of Undertale itself, right? Like, which is Asriel and well, not Kara, but the kid, right? Like, it seems to be repeating a bunch of things, and in the repetition, it seems to be offering some commentary and some insight. Frisk, yes. Some commentary and insight. And one of the things that I found really interesting about Chapter 1 was it opens with the assertion. Like, the game makes this direct assertion to your face, right? Like, you create your avatar, you do all that stuff, and it's like, your choices will now be discarded because, like, your choices don't matter, right? Doesn't matter what you choose, like, you are set in stone where you are, and you can't choose. You cannot make different choices. And then the entirety of Deltarune Chapter 1 spends its narrative time making exactly the opposite point, that the choices that the characters make do fucking matter, actually. But then there's that thorny question of whose choices exactly, right? Because we play the heart, determination, I'm not into the Gaster deep lore of exactly, oh, what does the heart represent? But we play as the heart of Chris, right? And Chris doesn't necessarily seem to want to be ruled by his heart. Chris, in fact, seems determined to resist the pull of his heart and lock it away, and seems to resent the control that his heart has over him. Oh, him. They. Chad is calling me out on that one correctly. Yes, they, because Chris is... Is it just that they're referred to as with they them pronouns everywhere? Or is it that they've specifically confirmed non-binary. I can't actually remember. It's been years. But yes, they, like, the game makes a point out of never using. I think Fox explicitly confirmed it. Okay, cool. Excellent. Right, and in Chapter 1, Chris is contrasted with Susie, right? Susie is this character who's also introduced as evil, right? Like, that's the way Susie's introduced, as, like, here's this ontologically evil bad person who's evil and bad and a bully and a bad guy, right? And Susie seems to also have this mindset in her head that, well, she's just the bad guy, and there's nothing she can do. She's going to be the bad guy forever. Everything she's ever done, she's going to be the villain. She's going to be the bad guy. Everyone's going to hate her. That's just how it is. But she has her friendship with Lancer, right? That turns her around in that way. Chapter 2 introduces Noelle and Birdley. Oh God, Birdley. Birdley, who I've warmed up to, I will say. And it seems to be expanding still upon this idea of, like, what are the limits of how much you can change yourself? Spamton is interesting also because of his whole thing about longing so desperately to become angelic, but being stuck in the trash, right? Like, there's this deeply Christian undertone, culturally Christian, not in the sense of that this is a Christian game in that sense, but in the sense that it engages with what feels like Christian themes of, like, inborn sin, and the possibility of redemption, right? Like, that seems to be something that's bubbling under the surface of Deltarune, is this theme of being very conscious that you are fundamentally flawed and desperately longing to ascend into something angelic, right? Like, to become something more, become something better, and the limits and the difficulties of feeling that way, which my personal theory is that Chris has this perfect brother, Asriel, who's the golden child, and then Chris is kind of the fuck up, right? Like, kind of the fuck up younger sibling, who just can't live up to this perfect golden child, right? Like, who feels alone and lonely in their parents' divorce and feels inferior and, like, longs to become, right? Like has this internal longing to become. And that's because I see the adventures that Susie and Chris and Rolsey and Noelle and Bertley have in the other world, in the way that, like, a lot of this portal fantasy is often like the other world is a reflection of who the characters are, and, like, their own wants and needs and their internal contradictions and their problems, right? And it's interesting. Like, I'm sitting here, like, I'm reliving my, and I'm sorry, I'm not starting the game yet. I'm going through these old theories and these old reactions that I have in my head, because I haven't really spun any of this together into a coherent analysis yet, because after Chapter 1, I had kind of a sense of, like, oh, okay, like, we're doing the Undertale thing, we're passing comment on the concept of free will and what it means to make choices, right? Is Chris making the decisions to be a better person? Well, no, we're making those decisions for them. Like, as the heart, depending on how you play through it, of course. Like, Chapter 2 is like, oh, you don't have to make Chris better. you don't have to make them a nice person. You don't have to make them good. You can do bad things. But Chapter 1 specifically, like, even if you play it through the genocide route, as it were, it still forces you to succeed on the hero's journey, right? It still forces you to succeed on the hero's journey, gain a friendship with Susie, and, like, sort of like, oh, like, Chris is making friends and they're changing for the better, perhaps, like, but you're the one doing that. Like, we're the ones doing that, and the game keeps implying that Chris has a mind of their own and a will and a want of their own that we are obstructing, right? Like, that we are taking away Chris's free will and their own ability to change and be better as themselves, right? But, of course, we're also Chris's heart, which again goes back to this thing of, like, Chris hates their own heart. Like, Chris has this deep sense of guilt or pain about their conscience and their heart and like these internal desires that they seem to really want to deny, and they have this instinct for rebellion and struggle against the control of their like, there are things happening in Deltarune that fascinate me deeply, and I'm so desperately curious to see where it goes. So I guess at 10 minutes of rambling, unstructured, incoherent rambling where I'm just sort of going through my fifis about the previous 2 chapters, I guess it's time to actually play the game. Come on. You cannot be serious about this. I have the... Oh, no, it's because I changed PCs. I got a new PC. And I bet the save data didn't carry over, did it? Well, the thing is, I did not download the demo on Steam. I didn't download the demo on Steam. I downloaded that directly from Toby Fox, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. Huh. Fuck. Okay, I should have played through through both chapters before this, shouldn't I? Okay. See, now I'm stuck in a pickle, cuz oh, I can start from chapter 3, but it's not going to carry over my decisions. Now, I do remember that the question is, my old PC, I do have my old PC still, but its power supply is fucked. So I can't turn it on. So that's not happening. That's the question of, like, did your decisions matter, though? I did go through and make sure that I made all the good decisions, right? Major changes without save file, lack of game boss drops, and decision of Snowgrave or not, right? And I didn't do Snowgrave, right? Which means, does that just mean, like... Because I did go through and make goddamn sure to get, like, the pacifist endings, right? For the 2. And yeah, that means no Jevil, right? Like, surely that means no Jevil. You could just gut the old PC of its hard drive. Yeah, it's not... I don't think I'm going to do that for the purposes of this, though. Because I didn't play it on the Steam version, right? Like, I don't know where I would find... Hang on. Surely... Someone must have... How to make the Deltarune full screen or import your progress and trophies from the demo. Let's see. Because... Because I did... Like, everything on my new PC is backed up from the old PC. And I did transfer it all over, except my C drive. Did I keep the Deltarune bit on my C drive back then? Where did I keep Deltarune? Because I have all the data, so it should be fucking somewhere, surely. Okay, I'm just gonna set my PC to look for Deltarune. I mean, yeah, it's in the Steam apps, but that's... You would expect it to be there. I'm just gonna... It's gonna take a while. It's a lot of data it has to comb through. I'm just gonna search for Deltarune to see if I can find the old data. Huh. Okay. No, that's not the one. And I'm just gonna go to... I have my old backup. I'll see if I can find it. Well... Oh, welcome to Tech Troubles. This is not going in the YouTube video, by the way. Okay. Backblaze, don't fail me now. Yeah, sorry for the sound. Let me just... The sound was nicer on Chapter 3. Okay, there's my footage of Deltarune. And there's my shortcut to it. What was the folder name of the old demo? Let's see, that's all the music from Deltarune. Oh, that's a lot of Deltarune music. Holy shit. Survey program, right. Users. Oh, it would have been the old user. Aha. App data, local roaming, Undertale. Oh, that's the Undertale save data. Yeah, that might be where it also is with Deltarune, mightn't it? Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me go back to my Backblaze backup and... No, not there. Okay. Yes. Continue. This is gonna take a hot minute. Okay, Deltarune, Deltarune, Deltarune. Oh my goodness, so many Deltarune files, but which ones am I looking for? P4PK. No, that's not. Oh. Okay, hang on. So I found... Okay. What on earth? Okay, this is interesting. Well, it's interesting to me. I don't know if it's interesting to you. F game. Yeah, it should be on the F drive, right? Yeah, okay. No. Okay, what do I have here? What is that? Interesting thing from my file drive here. Okay, let's... Okay. What did I just find? Well, not Deltarune. Okay. So I'm finding signs of it. Let me try something else. Yeah, I'm trying to find my app data folder. If I could restore the old app data folder in its entirety. But it kind of looks to me a little bit like... Okay, it doesn't have that. Why don't you have that backed up, Backblaze? Isn't that kind of what I fucking pay you guys for? Okay. Let me go through this fucking... manually then, since the search function isn't doing me any favors. So, app data. There you are. Okay. App data local Deltarune or Survey program, right? Let's see. There it is, Deltarune. Found the folder. Okay, I have the app data folder. I have the old one. Okay, let me just go and double check something here. Because then that should have been updated to... Yeah, no, that's different. Okay. Maybe. Maybe we have this. Maybe we have this. Hang on. Hold on a sec. Hold on a fucking moment. Okay. I'm just gonna close out of Deltarune, but I'm gonna try and grab... I have the old Deltarune folder. There. So theoretically, shouldn't it just be a case of copying... Okay, I've copied the old app data into the new folder. That looks right, doesn't it? Fucking Christ. Christ almighty. Oh, thank God for backups. Okay. Okay! Alright. You know what? I have been recording all of this. I said I wasn't going to put it in the YouTube video, but you know what? That goes in. That'll be episode 0 of Deltarune. Chapter 3. Hello, YouTube. If you've been watching this far, cool. You can stop now and actually go watch the actual game. This was just me navigating. You didn't see shit on your screen for most of it. I was just kind of rambling over the thing. I don't know why you would watch this. I'm not putting ads on it. I'll tell you that much for free. So yeah, that was episode 0, tech issues. Now we're moving on to episode 1.